It's unforgiving love. When will you come around? When will you come around? When will you come around? It's unforgiving love.
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know. I do have to give you that brief disclaimer, right? So I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying to force, thank you, Jay. I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, as you already know, my voice is too raspy, chosen ones, to be whispering. So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, okay? Now, before we get started, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribe, your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too, because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message to relay that to you. Also, for those of you who have to pop in and out of the live, I understand at this time. I'll definitely post this on YouTube as well, all right? So definitely thank you. Now, chosen ones, there's a few messages for today, and all of them are pertaining to you, all right? So stay with me. First, I have to say this. I am proud of you, chosen ones. And sometimes you don't always give yourself the necessary credit. You have sat there and broke certain cycles as well as created new ones. You understand me? And I'm not talking about the karmic cycles you recreating. I'm talking about you're clearing out certain cycles and you're building a beautiful, safe, happy, healthy foundation. So be proud of you, because sometimes you don't realize the smallest step that you took was going to have the biggest impact pertaining to you, okay? So this is equivalent to, think about when you planting certain flowers, you're planting certain fruits, you're planting certain harvests. The smallest thing, which is the seed, is the most important. So without that, nothing can grow. You understand me? So the fact that you, put your mind, it made your mind up that you're no longer going to keep continuing cycles. The fact that you started to get to know you, which you started to become aware of who wasn't for you. So the closer that you got to your authentic self is the further that you got away from all those demonic individuals as well, right? So give yourself credit, because just because you're not at the location that you want to be at does not mean that you're not in the process of creating that. You understand me? So I'm proud of you, okay? Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, for the remainder of 2024, you're to be focusing on you. Now, this is you setting a foundation. Now, we can go back and forth about the New Year's, not until really April. Okay, we get that. But against putting all of that combative, thank you, baby, or that at that conversation to the side, 2024 is almost ended, correct? Now, what you're supposed to do at this point in time, chosen ones, is actually set your foundation. So this is you loving on you before you actually call in the individual who's going to be doing it. This is for you to make your mind up, to you to actually start to embrace you. This is for you to, again, love on you, chosen ones, before somebody else comes in to do it, okay? So this is you setting the foundation. Now, for the remainder of 2024, you're to get to you more. This is you complimenting yourself. This is you actually taking accountability for certain things as well. This is you finding something positive in every situation that you've encountered. You understand me? So I want you to realize that this is tax times for you, chosen ones, and I'm going to explain it, right? Now, think about what tax. Now, we talked about this before, but think about what tax time season is. All the work that you put in and that you had certain deductions from, you're now going to be getting replenished again, right? So as long as you put that work in, you know that you have something entitled to you. You had something coming for you. Now, I'll explain it pertaining to like spiritually, okay? So just like tax time, think about, in order to actually claim taxes, in order to actually file to get something back, you had to put work in, right? So you had had to, whether or not this was just a temporary job, a part-time job, a full-time job, a career that you had to put certain work in. Now, that's what you've done up until this point, chosen ones, all right? So you put in work in. You put your work in pertaining to certain partnerships. You put your work in trying to heal certain people that was hurting. You sat there and put your work in giving love to individuals, so on and so forth. So you've actually played your position. You showed up every day, regardless if you wanted to or not. Now, when I say showed up every day, this is chosen ones. Some of you was depressed. Some of you was stressed. Some of you didn't have energy at that point in time, didn't feel like you was going to see progression, but you still showed up, right? You still stuck through it. Now, I say this, chosen ones, because again, you put that work in, so now you have some things coming in, right? So this is that love that you was giving to people. No, you was not getting that love back. Those were the deductions. So think about compared to your check, how you worked in a lot of hours, but your check may not always reflect that, right? Based upon deductions. So this is you healing, you chosen ones. You were loving on you. You were actually doing things that God guided you to do. You disconnected from people that no longer served you. God showed you who wasn't for you. You listened. You sat there and started to heal certain childhood traumas that you were going through within. So you were clearing out certain cycles, right? You was putting that work in. Now, did you always get as far as benefits for that? Absolutely not. Again, that love that you put in, you tried to get them to believe. Thank you, baby. You weren't trying to encourage them to believe in themselves. They didn't. That family, you were trying to show them that they could do better, that they can get out of those cycles that they were in. They believed themselves to be limited, and that's all they started to produce in them, right? So you were giving to people that were not given from you. You were always giving out love and light, but you did not always get that reflected back to you. So this, again, is equivalent to you putting that work in and you seeing certain deductions. Right now, this aligns with your tax season. So you put that work in, chosen ones. I'm proud of you. Regardless if you've seen the outcome for it. So you, again, working on your business. Your business may not have been booming up until this point, but you're about to take it to a whole nother level. God had to align it. You had to sit there and get yourself together. He had you clear out certain people, chosen ones, that would have kept you condemned. People that had karma and consequences that were connected to them. So in order to save you, in order for you to be what you needed to be, you had to get away from certain things, right? Again, you put that work in. Now, with this being said, chosen ones, you're getting payments back. Now, think about tax time. What do you have to do? You actually have to put the work in, then you have to claim it, right? So this is you expecting those W-2s, you filing it. So this, chosen ones, is an important step. You have to claim that abundance, that prosperity, the good that's coming in. Don't focus on the deductions that have been getting taken out of your check, out of your energy, in a sense, because all of that's coming back, okay? So stay focused, all right? Now, with me saying the chosen ones, you have to claim it. So if you know you put work in, you know that there's certain things that you should be expecting, correct? Okay, cool. So now you have to energetically claim those things pertaining to you. This is not the time for you to be speaking spells on you like these other individuals. You understand me? These other people spoke spells on you. Some of them did voodoo, hoodoo, and all of that. But some of them were speaking spells on you because what are spells? But words with intentions behind them. So there were people that was keeping you in certain cycles and you were responding, you were repeating, so on and so forth, right? Now you stop saying that. Now you start speaking abundance. Now you have faith. Now you're starting to speak love into you. So whereas past people, you are so quick to say that they're going to get karma for how they treated you, well, you were getting karma and consequences based upon how you was treating you too. So if they was disrespecting you and you never sat there and complimented you, you got karma. If they called you ugly and you started to believe it too and say those things about you, you was getting karma. If you was sitting there thinking that you was limited because somebody else told you that you couldn't survive without them, you were getting karma because you were joining them. You were doing the same thing as them. So that's energetically like a RICO case, right? You may not have been doing those things directly, but you had intent, or you had knowledge that people around you were doing things that were not beneficial to you, were not good for you, but you continue to stay connected to them. So this is that family that allowed bad things to happen to you, but you still now all of a sudden as an adult wanted to be cool with them. This is those partners or those friends who were phony to you, didn't call you when they were celebrating, but as soon as they going through certain things, they call you to transfer that energy on you. You started to disconnect from them. That's those partnerships that you had to chase them in order to give love to them. They didn't want it. They was running from it. So again, chosen ones, you were getting karma because who you were connected to, you knew who these individuals was up to or what they was doing, and you chose to stay entertaining them in a sense. So you were getting Rico case energetically by being connected to them, okay? So now that you're clearing out the karma, you're clearing out the cycle, you're no longer connected to these people. If these people do not reflect you, then they're not like you. They don't need to be around you. If these people are in their dark energy and you in your light, there's no reason why you should even have these individuals in your life, because anywhere that they go, karma and consequences is going to flow too. So this is like somebody having a energetic hit on their head. They done did all this karmic and demonic shit. They done did all these evil things, and now those demons are catching up to them. Why would you even be around them? Why would you take that risk? If somebody, this is like somebody chosen ones, everywhere they go, they got drugs on them. Why would you let them in your whip? This is like knowing somebody is running from the federales and you allowing them to live in your crib. You would go down by being connected to people who are not in their light. You understand me? So you're starting to see that. I'm proud of you, all right? Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, again, it's your tax time, because you were getting certain deductions out of your life that had nothing to do with you, but who you had connected to you. So this person was out there robbing, stealing, killing, or scheming, and you were connected to them. God was making sure your finances didn't come through so that you couldn't bless these individuals. So, chosen ones, some of the things that you were going through were self-sabotaging, because these are things that God showed you was not equivalent to you, but you sat there and lowered yourself to these individuals. You still was accepting a bare minimum. You still was allowing them to run your life in a sense. So I want you to know, chosen ones, some of the karma you was experiencing was based upon you. But again, you started to see the truth about it. You started to correct your behavior. You started to change how you speaking to you. You started to set the boundaries on things that you're accepting from certain individuals. And when you set that boundary, anybody who is not at that height cannot come in your life. You understand me? It cannot come around. So you set that filter. So now there's certain people that are going to get filtered out. So with you setting that standard, you didn't tell God, oh, I only want people who's not my family to disrespect me. Oh, I only want, no, you said that you don't want no disrespect at all. So anybody who has that energy within them, whether or not that's mother, father, sister, brother, lover, pastor, neighbor, whatever the case may be, they get exited out your life. You understand me? So things are happening on behalf of you. Now again, chosen ones, because this is your tax time, you have to claim the things that you know are coming in. So this is not for you to be in that, oh, you a victim, oh, everybody's against you. Absolutely not. That's you speaking spells on you. You understand me? So this is the time for you to speak success in your life. This is the time for you to pace yourself. Because some of you are thinking bad about yourself because you're not currently at where you want to be. But chosen ones, this is all a part of your story. Think about it. If you went from this and hurry up and made it quick, there would be no story to read in a sense, right? Your story will be over. Your purpose will be served. You'll get plucked out of here, right? So what if you found out that the process, you understand me, the preparation was in the experience, but what if you found out, chosen ones, to pace yourself? Because this is your story that you're creating. Think about a story that as soon as you get into it, all of a sudden it's over. You're going to be wanting more. You're going to be unsatisfied in a sense. So allow your story to get written, but enjoy the experience, embrace the experience. And I'll say this because some of y'all right now are going through things that you may not like at this time. But I want you to realize, chosen ones, it's all about perspective, right? See, you have to realize that right now you're going through a certain death of an ego. Okay. Now, what does that mean, chosen ones? That means that you're starting to let go of that part of you that has to be in control. So some of you are logical thinkers, critical thinkers. You like to know every step that you're about to do before you even take them. You like to know exactly how everything's going to work out before you even take that risk. Well, this is a season where you're going to have to go based upon other senses. So you may not see where you're going, but energetically, you're seeing the signs that you're still divinely aligned, that you're going in the right direction. Okay. Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, I say this because it's about perspective. There's some of you right now that you are currently at the place that you was praying to be, right? But because it's not at the end where you want it, you understand, or you're end all be all, you're not exactly with that big bang. You're not seeing and giving yourself credit pertaining to it. So I'll explain it to you, right? Because again, the death of the ego is starting to occur. Now, think about this, chosen ones. If you're in a relationship, right, a partnership, and that person keeps cheating on you, so you decide to leave that individual, because we're going to go through how you self-sabotage you too, because this is all about benefiting you, right? So if you're in a relationship and that person is always cheating on you, always entertaining third-party individuals, so you decide to end it with that person. You like, nah, I'm not going to get cheated on no more. So you in that relationship, right? Okay, chosen ones, that's beautiful. God was guiding you, showing you signs and synchronicities to disconnect from that person, right? Because they was not matching your frequency. But this is where that ego comes in. Because some of y'all will listen to God tell you to disconnect this person out of your life. No longer be sexually involved with them or physically involved with them. Remove certain titles that you have with them. Because as long as you claiming that person as your husband, your true divine husband can't come through. As long as you're claiming that person as your true divine partner, your divine masculine, the divine feminine, your true partner is unable to come through. You understand me? Love you too, babies. So you have to be cautious of the spells that you speaking on you, because some of you are speaking to be bound to karmic individuals. So again, be mindful of that. But I say this, chosen ones, because you could have been in a situation where that person cheated on you. You got guided. You say you're not tolerating that. You disconnected from this individual. Then all of a sudden, without the title, this person comes around and your ego gets ruffled by them. Now, what do I mean? Chosen ones, you go from saying you want to disconnect with that person, you want to break up with that person because they cheated on you, just to now accept that the fact that they're entertaining other individuals, but they don't have a title with you. So now you're out here boasting and talking about how you call the shots. Whenever you want that person, they gonna come through and they gonna lay up, or whatever the case may be. See, the enemy used you against you because God told you that individual wasn't for you, but now your ego feels like you're in control of the situation. So now you're doing the same thing that you was doing when you was in a relationship with them, accepting a bare minimum and giving yourself an excuse on why you should continue that pattern, right? So that's a part of being in control. There's some of you chosen ones that right now, you're sitting there. There's certain things that you want for yourself, right? But it's the perspective. It's about, again, can you see the true mission? Can you see the true picture, right? Now, I say this because there's some of you chosen ones that you right now may not have the car that you want, right? You might have a car, chosen ones, that can't run right, whatever the case may be. Or we'll say pertaining to the house again. Stay with me, okay? You are currently in the position that you prayed to be in, but because you are still operating out of ego, you may not always see that, right? So this is almost like you asking God, because you didn't ask God for the things that you wanted and you're getting them, but you're not seeing it, right? Now I'll explain it. There's some of you chosen ones that you said you wanted to see the truth about, you wanted love. You was asking God, I want real love around me. I want people who are around me that truly want to embrace me, people who are truly here for me, people who encourage me. You ask God for these specific things, right? All of a sudden, what starts happening around you? Your friend starts acting phony and you got to disconnect from them. Your mother, your father, your sister, the brother got their hands out so that you seeing their intentions pertaining to this, the job. You'll start to see certain things happen and you'll view it as a negative, but everything that you ask for is getting presented in that moment, right? But it's all about perspective. See, I say this because you ask God to surround yourself with everybody who loves you, people who really want best for you, people who want to encourage you, people who will support you, people who are of light, right? So he starts plucking out who's not. And you start taking it as negative because you're seeing things getting taken and you feel like you're not getting what you want. Absolutely not. God's giving you what you asked for at that time. It may not always be pretty, but he gonna give you what you want, right? So you said that you want real around you. Guess what? Real's going to come, but in order for real to be around you, he has to get rid of what's not, right? Now, chosen ones, there's some of you right now that you were praying for a certain thing from a person. So when you was with that person that you thought was your true divine boo, you thought that was the person for you. You didn't gave them that title, said they was your twin, said that they was your soulmate. So all of these names, right? Okay, cool. Now, while you was with them, you was praying for God to bring that love through. You wanted marriage, you wanted the baby, you wanted all of these things, right? God said, okay, cool. And chosen ones, God said you can have it, but you wasn't going to have it with that individual. So when you was having pregnancy issues, you might have miscarried a baby. There's some of you chosen ones where you were wanting to get married and they was just leading you on false promises. You was hitting around and they wasn't getting it, whatever the case may be, right? So you was asking for love. God was like, all right, cool. So he started to show you the truth about the individual that you had connected to you. You seen that this person lacked commitment. You seen that this person didn't have good intentions. You seen that this person didn't have time for you, didn't have love for you, wasn't willing to be vulnerable. You asked for these things and God started to show you, right? So he showed you that that person was cheating and deceiving so that you walked away from them, not for you to continue to be in it. Some of y'all come up with excuses and say, God tells you to stick through trials and tribulations. He doesn't tell you to stick through certain trauma, drama, and toxic cycles with people that you're not supposed to be connected to. There's some of you that married a karmic and you feel you use the word of God to keep you in that situation. And that's not right. Now, what do I mean? Because you sit there and tell yourself, oh, God says you shouldn't have divorced. No, God told you that you should have waited for the right person to be with. You understand me? So because you chose a karmic, you didn't see through certain red signs that they were showing you. You sat there and settled for a karmic individual and you keep coming up with excuses on why you keep going through what you're going through with that individual. Absolutely not. God's not going to show you the truth about that person, disclose certain negative things about them if you were supposed to stay around. So chosen ones, don't try to persuade yourself to stay in certain situations that's not for you. Don't sit there and think that trials and tribulations mean that you're supposed to be going through the worst with this individuals. No, that means that despite any circumstance, are y'all going to still keep the same head? Meaning, as far as like, if this person got money, when y'all got money and you don't got money in the bank, are you still the same person? Or do you think or not realize that your wealth's within? Okay, this person, are they going to love you if you gain weight, if you lose weight, whatever the case may be, right? Those are certain trials and tribulations in a sense. Okay, this person has this where y'all have to move, whatever the case may be. It's not about this person beating you, deceiving you, cheating on you, manipulating you. No, the devil will try to encourage you to stay in those circumstances. He'll try to have you sabotage yourself. Absolutely not. Let go of it. You understand me? Because the right person never would have wronged you. You hear me? So let that go. You're not repeating or replaying that cycle, because you'll go through the same karma that they're going to go through based upon the fact that you're allowing yourself to be treated like that from these individuals. So it's no different than you doing it to you. You understand? So karma will come. So be mindful of it, okay? Hey, babies. Now, with me saying this, again, be mindful. Right now, you're starting to pay attention to the people that you have around you. You're starting to clear out energy. You're starting to realize, chosen ones, it's not a rush and to get into the place that you want to be. Sometimes you're going to enjoy the experience. Now, now, I ain't talking about that karma. I'm talking about where you're starting and where you're going to. Now, hear me out. Chosen ones, how many of you, when you first started, you ain't have no house, you ain't have no car, you ain't have no job, so on and so forth, right? So you prayed to God for him to bring certain things in, right? Okay, cool. So, chosen ones, how come you can't celebrate as it's happening to you? How come you only see the best at a later time? And I'll explain it to you, right? So you went from not having no job, staying at your people's crib, right? So, chosen ones, yes, you ain't have no bills, but you was praying for bills to come in a sense, right? Because you wanted a place to stay, you wanted the car, you wanted to have your own, you wanted stability. I'm proud of you, right? But chosen ones, let's talk about how sometimes you don't realize that things are happening at that time for you, right? You want the big bang. You want the big picture. You want it all right now, not realizing God's showing you small signs that everything's aligning, that where you're going to, right? So this is like you chosen one, starting from you ain't have no car. You was walking all the way around town, right? Doing whatever, excuse me, walking all around. You ain't have no car. You felt limited, right? Okay, chosen ones. So You could have went from the whole time you ain't have a car, you was huffing, puffing, crying, didn't feel like you was aligned, felt like you was limited. But this is how I say it's about perspective. Because there's one person that you know right now who doesn't have a whip, hasn't had a car in a minute, but they can get to more places than you. They at every function. They all the way across town. They done made it out of town. They done went to a different state. They done went to a different place, but they still in the same situation that you was in, right? You persuaded yourself that you're limited, but there's somebody right now with no whip that's getting around more than somebody that has their own shit, right? Okay, so that's within them. If you have it in your head, once you make your mind up, you're going to get there. But let's go from you not having a whip. Okay, we're not going to compare you to the other person who doesn't. So you don't have a car right now. There's a few things that you can find the positive out of a negative and realize what God's doing for you. So prior to now, you was out there selecting cars that was limited. So you didn't really test drive cars like that. You didn't have, again, you couldn't trust the person that you was getting cars from. You was sitting there paying for a car that was messed up, whatever the case may be. So now you're in a season where you don't have a whip. You got to rent certain cars out, but that's the experience. That's something that you should embrace. So let's think about the positives for it. If you're able to rent a car, now you get to drive multiple cars and see which one works for you. So now you get to drive a Honda, see how that gas does, see how the build does for you, where you live. Okay, now you get to try a truck. You always wanted to try. Now you get to experience multiple things without having to be committed to it so that you can see what's best for you, right? So find that positive. Not only that, you started to see people who wasn't for you because when you had a whip, they leaned on you. When you had a car, they was so dependent on you. When you had a car, they was quick to drive and ride in the passenger side. When you had a car, they was so quick to be around you, right? But as soon as you was limited, those people didn't assist you when things turned around for them. Those people didn't offer you rides or offer you gas in a sense. Those people was huffing and puffing anytime you asked them for something. And when you was in that position, they didn't carry you that way. See, that's all happening on your behalf because you asked God not only to show you who was for you and who was against you, he put you in that situation because then guess what? You about to have something new would come through. See, what if you realized things that were getting presented to you wasn't tests to you? It was the individuals that were about to go through it that you was connected to. So this is like, again, you started off with a whip. When you aligned with them, they ain't have no car in a sense. God seen everything that you was doing for them, how you extended yourself to them, how you were so helpful to them, and how they was nice to you based upon what you was doing for them. But as soon as you wanted to know the truth about people you was connected with, God started showing you the truth. Your car went down, their car came up. Now all of a sudden they switched up. God was like, nah. Pay attention. You're not going to stay down. I just want to show you who wasn't good for you that you had around. So now guess what? Their ego then got caught up in them. They didn't forgot that they was just in the effed up circumstances before this. So now guess what? You sat there and stayed faithful to God, You stayed aligned. You stayed positive. You continue to work hard. Now, all of a sudden, you about to have a newer car. It's about to be paid for. If not, the payments is going to be real low. Not only that, chosen ones, you got a car that looks nice on the outside, but the inside too. It rides smooth. It's not going to limit you. You can get from point A, B, C, D, E. You can take road trips if you want to, whatever the case may be. Now, your circumstances about to change, and those people who try to switch up on you, now their circumstances about to switch too. God just wanted to see, was you going to stay authentically you? Was you going to see a certain truth about these individuals came through? Or was you going to make excuses for them, huh? You started to see. Chosen ones. There's some of you that was praying for as far as a place, right? Okay, cool. God presented a place to you. But as soon as you got the place, you start thinking negative about what you didn't have. So again, from the car, chosen ones, you went from having a car that was messed up, barely moving, but that was your shit. That was your car. You understand me? That's something that was yours. All right. Not only that, you went to the time period where you was limited, didn't have one. But guess what? God showed you the truth about people connected to you. Even if you have a hoopty at this point in time, it's about the individuals that you have riding with you. If your car was to cut off right now, can you depend on the people around you to help push while you steer certain shit out? Would they be willing to walk with you? Would they be willing to? If not, chosen ones, then they don't need will be riding with you. God will show you the truth about these individuals. Some of them can play so cool when everything's so smooth, but as soon as things get rocky, that's when you start to see the opposite, right? So things was happening for a reason. Now, when it comes to the place, you done sat there and prayed about having a place, because when you stayed at so-and-so, you felt like you had to stay stuck in a room. If you had to live with so-and-so and you had children, you felt like you had to keep them restricted in the room. They couldn't breathe. They couldn't move around because you were dependent, or you was concerned, about the person that you stayed with. They made you feel uncomfortable. They didn't make you feel welcome. They told you to come in, but as soon as you did, then they sat there and made you feel restricted. They made you feel limited. They made you feel bad about you. You were staying in certain people's houses, chosen ones that you had to kiss their ass, and they, no matter if they mistreated you, just so that you felt like you had a place to stay. See, your circumstances and changed now, chosen ones. So now you done sat there and built you up. So now you're about to have your own stuff, or you got your new whip, your new crib, but your mind is telling you that you're still limited because it could be empty in a sense. See, you got to enjoy and embrace that experience, because next year from now, you're going to have that house that's fully furnished. Everything's going to be built up, and you're going to be out there going down memory lane like, yo, remember when we first moved here, we was on the pallets? Remember when we first moved here, we had 2 pans? Remember when we first moved here, all we had was enough to move in? Whatever the case may be, you're going to be so excited about the things that you went through. You're going to be sitting there smiling about the things that you went through. So, chosen ones, why not embrace this experiences as it happening to you? So you can go in your house right now and you can feel limited. But if you got the right people around you, you're not going to feel that shit. You're going to be excited like, yo, let's look at this. Okay, now look. Imagine this. Picture this. We're going to put the table here. Picture this. Wait till we get the room. I see the start. Whatever the case may be. You sitting there now. Embrace the experience. There's some of you that feel limited right now. You could be living in your whip. Okay, hear me out. Now, chosen ones, this is why I say that ego comes in. Because there's somebody right now that's trying to give up the crib that they living in so that they can feel free and live in a whip. They ready to convert their whip to their place right now. And you sitting there feeling down about yourself, and somebody is trying to get to where you're at right now, chosen ones. So that's why I say it's all about perspective. Because you can feel negative, you can feel limited, but chosen ones, it's the experience. I told you, as far as my childhood, there was times where our electric got cut off. I always say this because I'm telling you, my mother, that could have been the worst time in her life. That was the most fun time to us. It was dark inside, so we could stay outside later because, again, there were street lights outside. There wasn't lights inside. Our shit was cut off. That was the experience. As far as camping, I love camping to this day because of the fact that we had to build certain forts in the living room. We had to have certain water, chosen ones, because the water wasn't running because certain shit was cut off. We didn't have, so those same circumstances, when I moved to Florida and hurricane season came and lights got cut off and everything was limited, I knew how to survive because I done been there and experienced the shit, right? So there's what you're at right now is where somebody else is praying to be at. So you can feel like you're limited, but baby, you have to take off those illusions. You have to get out that confusion because you have to see things clearer. You understand me? You're in the process of your come up, and it's going to be so much worth it. It's going to feel so much better when you get there and you see what you went through to get there. You ain't have to do what other people did in order for you to move ahead. You understand me? You building your foundation. You're not depending on other people. You understand me? Now, are you going to have people that help you? Absolutely. You earn that. You deserve that. God's going to make sure your steps are already ordered. He didn't already got in somebody's ear about you. The opportunity just hasn't presented itself yet, but it's about to. You understand me? So know that your circumstances are about to change. You could go to sleep broke as shit, chosen ones, and you're going to wake up abundant. You got to believe it. Because if you speak spells against yourself like, oh, I don't know how it's going to happen, and you doubt it, things are never going to look up because you don't believe that they're going to. So sometimes you got to get that ethics stuff in your system, in a sense, where you just like, I ain't about to trip about this. It's going to happen. It's going to get taken care of. That's what it is. All right. So enjoy the experience. And I say it's about the people that you have around you, right? Because again, when we was younger, we ain't have no cars. We had bikes. Some of us ain't even had bikes. If our friends had pegs, we can jump on them with them. We got on the handlebars with them. We sat there and used our resources, right? So if there was 10 people and only 2 bikes, then The other two people put their bikes down and walked with the rest, right? Okay, now you're enjoying yourself as you walking far ahead. When we was little, that little miles and miles wasn't nothing to us because we was enjoying the experience. We laughing with our friends. We out here vibing with them. We out here geeking. We out here, whatever the case may be. It's the people that you're with, baby. That's why I tell you, see that you're looking at yourself limited because the people that you are around and encourage you that you are limited, and that's not true. You are currently at the place where somebody else in the world is going to or wants to get to. You could feel like chosen ones that's not the truth, and that's the enemy getting through to you. Absolutely not. You are somewhere that somebody else is praying to be in right now. You hear me? So I'll tell you this: the individuals that you're around, be mindful of it. What do they bring to the picture? Are they optimistic? Do they speak life into you? Are these people that never make you question you? So you don't question what you got to wear around these individuals. You don't question what you got on you when you around these individuals. You don't question not having enough when you around these individuals because they don't have you question you. They embrace you. They don't require extra. You understand me? Some of y'all out here stressing. Some of y'all out here, thank you so much, babies. Some of y'all are stressing. Some of y'all are depressed because the people that you are around are making you feel like you limited. Get you some real people. And if you don't got real people around you, that's why God isolates you so that you can start to love on you, so that you can embrace you, because whoever you attract is a reflection of you. You hear me? So, chosen ones, think about that. Okay? Don't feel like you limited. Think about you have room for growth. This is an opportunity for you. So for the remainder of this year, you are to focus on yourself. You are not to focus on nobody else. Now, when I say, of course, you got children, you look out for them, but your inner child was here before them. So you got to honor your inner child so that everybody else around you gets to be boosted up, right? So be mindful of who you have around you. If you have people that are limited, making you feel like you're restricted, making you feel like you ain't got shit, then you don't need to be around them. Okay? The right person, they gonna sleep comfortable next to you on that air mattress like they would that king size bed. The right person's gonna ride passenger princess happy as shit, whether or not they in that putt-putt or they in that foreign whip. The right person's gonna be willing to hold your hand, regardless if it's at an extravagant restaurant or your ass is in McDonald's or something else. The right people around you is never going to have you feel bad about you or have you doubt you. So if you start to consider or compare yourself or feel like you got to do some extravagant stuff to be around them, they're not your people then. Because your true divine people are going to make you feel enough, even at times that you yourself could feel limited. Okay, so just know that. Now, with me saying this, babies, okay? So you're going to speak life into you. For the remainder of this year, you're going to sit there and be positive towards you. So this is you saying, all right, well, next year, I think I'm going to go out a little bit more. Okay, well, show us. You want somebody to take you on a date, how you took yourself on a date? Have you done anything that you like to do? Do you know you? What do you like to eat? Not based upon what other people influenced you. Have you tried new things out? What do you want to do, chosen ones? All right? So this is a season for you to focus on yourself. How you loving on you so that the person that comes in knows how to love on you too. You hear me? So you set that boundary, baby. Okay? So know that. All right? Now, when I tell you that this is your tax time, again, all the work that you put in, all the love that you put in is about to get returned back to you, okay? So that means, chosen ones, you have to be open to it. You have to be open to receiving it, okay? Now, with me saying this, I do want to say there's another part of the message, so I'll probably cut this in 2 parts, but I'll definitely keep this on the same, right now. So let me say this. The second part of this message, chosen ones, is for you to clear out karmic cycles and so that you don't repeat it, okay? Now, I'll explain this to you. There's some of you chosen ones, yes, these people used you, abused you, disrespected you, neglected you, all of this, right? That's true. But please make sure, thank you, babies, please make sure that you're not doing those same things to you, okay? Do not limit you and then sit there and feel like the other person should get karma and consequences when you're doing the same thing to you as them. So they put you down. But now now you started to allow those spells to go onto you as well. So now you speaking bad upon you too. So the last partner that you was with made you feel like you was too cheerful, made you feel like you was too playful. So then you started to become serious. Now you're sitting there going to go through the same karma and consequences as those people for them trying to project certain negative, right? So make sure that you're not creating issues for you too. This is like that past person made you feel bad about you, about your appearance. Okay, now you're talking the same way about you too. So your mother didn't mention that you didn't gain some weight. Now you taking it as a negative thing. So now guess what? Every time you see yourself, you're not satisfied. You're calling yourself fat. You're calling yourself negative. You're calling all of this, right? Okay. So, chosen ones, now you're doing what those people did to you. You allowed that projections that they were speaking on you for you to speak that spell onto you too. So now you're under an illusion. So every time you look at you, it's like that tricky mirror. All you're seeing is the things that they told you to see. Now, some people actually do mirror magic on you. So every time you look at you, you see negative things about you. You start speaking negative things on you that don't even exist. So some people do project negative towards you, chosen ones, in the form of mirror magic. That's why you shouldn't be out here accepting everybody's mirrors or having mirrors everywhere around your house, especially if you're not spiritually aligned, because that's projections. That's how energy can come in. All right. So there are certain people that were projecting negativity on you, had you an illusion. Now, how do you know that you were in it? You know how you'll see an old picture of you from way back when, and you start asking yourself why you didn't post it because you feel like you looked real good as shit? See, that was an illusion that you were in. The people that you were around had you feeling limited, had you feeling negative about yourself, put you in an illusion. So during that time period, you didn't think positive about you as well. So all of a sudden, time passed, you disconnected from them. Now you're looking back and you're wondering why you ain't posted when you look good. So treat yourself how you are right now. See, the same way that you could take a picture and you're like, nah, I don't want to post it. But all of a sudden, a year from now, months from now, you'll look back at it and you love it. See, you got to persuade yourself that you're positive. Persuade yourself. Get rid of these projections, because that's how they try to have illusions on you. Also, they try to have you speak things on you. So you start saying you look old. So now, because you keep saying I am or I look, now guess what? That I activates that energy around you. So the same way that you say, Alexa, play this, or Siri, do this. As soon as you say I am, that activates the energy around you. So if you say I am happy, I am positive, I am beautiful, I am successful, that activates that energy around you. So that's what comes in. That's what starts flowing. That's what starts playing. But if you start saying negative about you, saying that you're limited, saying that you're ugly, saying that you're getting big, saying that whatever the case may be, that's what you're activating around you. So you're calling in those things. So that's karma on you, and you keep being bound to certain toxic cycles because you keep that spell going, okay? So watch how you talking about you. I also say this, chosen ones, because as far as an illusions, again, these people then persuaded you to talk negative about yourself, and that's what you started to see. That's what you started to believe. And now you're going through the same karma as these people will be seeing because you were speaking spells on yourself. So please cut that out, all right? Now, with that being said, chosen ones, also, in regards to karmic cycles and disconnecting. So you're disconnecting the projections. That means sometimes God will isolate you in order to elevate you. So if you feel like you're getting spiritually attacked and all of that, God will have you remove yourself from everybody around you. God will have you take time off the internet and all of that, because you'll keep clicking on the pages of the people that are limiting you. So now you keep giving a piece of your energy to them. And even that one click, you got to think the faith of a mustard seed did some major impact. So just by you clicking their page, giving attention to them, acknowledging them, giving some energy towards them, that is working against you. That's how they stay in your energy. So stop clicking on pages for people who do not matter. They cheated on you, beat it on you, deceived you. Why the fuck would you keep keeping up with these individuals? As far as chosen ones, pertaining to these people that were lying, or karma's gonna come, why the fuck would you want to be around for it? Something might be off with you a little bit. I'm just gonna say something might be off, because chosen ones, that's like you wanting to stick around and watch and witness a murder, witness a robbery, witness certain destruction. Why would you want to watch that? Get your ass on. It don't apply to you. Get your ass on. This is karma coming for them. You understand me? Some of these people were doing death spells towards you. Now they dying. People around them are dying. These people were doing financial restrictions on you. So now they can't even pay those practitioners that they was paying to play with your energy. Now they can't pay those people to protect them as far as from certain things. There was people that were going against you that was connected to certain judicial systems, certain crooked police officers, certain healthcare people that was putting your information out there. There's certain people, chosen ones, that were covering for the demonic individuals. And now that you done sat there and stuck in your truth, you call judgment on these individuals, karma is starting to come through. You heard me? But you stay out of it, because God will not let certain wrath hit to these locations as long as you in close proximity to them. So think about like a nuclear bomb. That shit, chosen ones, is not going to, oh, it hits this area, but it's not going to hit these people. No, anybody in that vicinity is going to get hit too. So some of y'all are thinking that you physically away from these people, but you still energetically aligned with them. You still allowing them in your head. You still thinking about them. Every time you have an inconvenience, you giving credit to them. Talking about, oh, well, so-and-so's doing this to you, so that's coming true. That shit is an illusion, baby. Magic is an illusion. I'm going to tell you this. Think about a magic show. They're paid to make it look like it's actually happening. So they know little gimmicks, certain illusions to do to make you feel like what they are doing is coming true. So you all of a sudden, this person was doing death spells on you. Now you got a cough. Now you saying that the magic that they did to you is having an impact on you. Now you done spoke spells on yourself when they don't even got the power to do the shit that they intended to do towards you, but persuaded you to speak it on you. So now you sitting there saying that, oh, you're going through this and this is happening to you, and it's creating negativity because you're activating that energy around you, and that's not true. Your ass is coughing because guess what? You slept with the fan. Your ass didn't wash your hair and walked outside. Your ass didn't have no jacket on when you should have had, or whatever the case may be. There's other things that happen, but you give it automatically the enemy credit. Absolutely not. There's some of you, soon as your phone starts messing up or the internet messed up, oh, you rebuke it. Now I understand, chosen ones, you want to just be quiet, but some things don't have nothing to do with them. Absolutely not at all. There's some of you chosen ones, soon as your shit starts shaking a little bit, oh, well, that's the enemy. The enemy don't got no frequency. They don't got it like that. They limited. That's why they trying to persuade you to give your shit to them. That's why the karmic comes in, tries to persuade you to give all your love to them, all your attention, all your finances, because they don't got nothing. They gold digging energy. They limited. I told you, they gifts got stripped when they chose to go and step out of their divinity. So chosen ones, stop giving the enemy power, and they don't got hands like that at all. You understand me? You out here speaking spells on yourself and acting like it was them. Fuck no. They not built like that. They not. They can't. I'm telling you, even the highest paid practitioner can't play with you. Don't you know you divine? Don't you know as long as you stay in that light, they gonna get burnt? Don't you know that? That's almost like when Lion King, where they like, yo, them little shit, hyenas and shit, y'all can't step out of that darkness. If you do, it's off with your head. That's what's happening to them. Stay in your light. Some of y'all are talking about the enemy got you because you keep going in the dark with these individuals, which brings me to this. Stop matching energy. You maintain yours because you keep getting the karmic cycles, and I'm explaining to you, right? Chosen ones. You sit there. Now, when I say this, all right, don't match no energy. You got to take accountability. So, chosen ones, there's somebody who cheated on you. Some of y'all's asses keep getting cheaters because you cheated on that individual that cheated on you. You said, oh, I want them to feel what you felt. Okay. Instead of saying, I know that they're going to feel and get their karma, you wanted to make sure that you're the one doing it. So what does that do for you? They cheated on you. You cheated on them. So even if you disconnect with that person, you're going to get cheated on again because you did that. Whatever you do comes back to you. So it doesn't matter that that person did that. It doesn't matter that they cheated or deceived you. You did it too. So karma's coming in. That's like you hitting somebody. All right. They hit you. You hit them back. So that makes room for them to do what? Hit you back. Now you hit them back. Now you might got more strength in them, so you rock their ass, but now you looking like the aggressor. Now they done tricked you out of your position. So chosen ones, there's some of you, it's not about you protecting you. Yes, you should protect yourself, but you should also get away from those things that always have you constantly in defense mode as well, right? So it's not the fact that you protected yourself, it's the fact that you keep putting yourself in that position to have to protect you. You understand? So if you knew that this person is somebody who gets violent, somebody who can't control their emotions, somebody who gets crazy and destroys shit, breaks this, then you need to disconnect from them. You should have called the police the first time you experienced it. But because you sat there and let certain things go and allowed them to sit there and get some type of confidence pertaining to it, right? Or comfortable with it, now guess what? You're going to be put in a position where you could go down for the things that they did because you did the same shit as them. So this is like somebody putting their hands on you. Yes, you could put your hands on them too, put them back. But if you ain't called the police, if you didn't get away from those things, then you're going to go down. Now you could look like the aggressor, and the whole time they're not going to believe you, because what if you should have did when you was put in that situation? You should have walked away from them, got away from them, or stopped dealing with them when you seen certain signs the first time. There's some of you, you want that person to pay because they cheated on you, they lied to you. But when you was going through it, God showed you what they was doing to you. God only protects babies and fools. So you're no longer a baby and you're no longer a fool when he shows the signs to you. So he showed you and intuitively told you that they was cheating, deceiving, lying, and so on and so on. But you decided to stay with that person, and you think karma is going to come to them? Absolutely not. Because you knew what you was getting into in a sense. You can't stay around for them to keep collecting karma, because you're going to get karma too. That's, again, that energetic RICO case. You'll go down based upon these individuals and what they doing to you as long as you around watching it happen. You understand? So, again, some of y'all, you want that past person to pay? Okay, well, get out of your head about them. They should no longer exist to you. Out of sight, out of mind. You should, again, you keep repeating or replaying time and time again what they did to you, and that's keeping you in that cycle, keeping you in that loop. So, it's okay to know what they did to you, call judgment on those individuals, and then go build new fucking memories. Why you keep bringing them up? You got a new love coming in, and you keep talking about how the past person did you. So now you taking out what they did, the past karmic did to you, out on a new person that got presented. And you wondering why you keep attracting people who don't, who take advantage of you, don't accept you, because you're playing that position to other individuals. So chosen ones, stepping out of the cycle, all right? Again, yes, that person in the past cheated on you, deceived you, but you didn't know you when you knew these individuals. You started to heal you. You started to set boundaries. You started to realize that certain things was not good that you was accepting. You're starting to realize that certain circumstances can change for you, right? Okay, cool. So, chosen ones, with that being said, you disconnect from these type of individuals that are not for you. You know better now, but you can't keep saying that they're going to get karma based upon how they did to you. If chosen ones, you keep allowing these people to have access to you, and you're doing the same thing that they did to you or these individuals. Cut that out, all right? So karma means maintaining your energy, not matching theirs. Excuse me. You maintain yours. You stay in your divinity, okay? So, yes, now, how many of you was cheated on this year? Some of y'all could say, raise your hand. Absolutely not. It didn't happen. They cheated themselves. They ain't cheat on you. They cheated themselves. They cheated themselves out of love, prosperity, happiness, abundance that's going to come in, that love and affection. They cheated themselves. You wasn't cheating on them. Fuck is you talking about? That wasn't even your divine person. How can you say that somebody who wasn't for you cheated on you and you wasn't even supposed to be connected to that individual? It didn't exist. Cut that shit out. They cheated themselves. They didn't sat there and dropped the ball, not you. So cut it out. You understand me? This is like you having a perfect throw, but them not looking up and paying attention. They didn't sat there and missed it, and your throw was the perfect throw. That doesn't go back on you. That goes back on that individual, because had they been paying attention like they were supposed to, they would have been ready for that throw from you. You understand me? So stop blaming yourself for how other people didn't fit that position. Some of you was trying to give opportunities to people who truly didn't earn it. This is like, oh, well, this person's in an effed up predicament. Let me give them not everybody, chosen ones, gets or earned or deserve that. Not everybody's your assignment. You understand me? There's some of you that take attention off your task, trying to make sure everybody else is aligned with theirs, and now your shit's limited. Now your shit's crumbled. Now you hard on yourself, feeling like you're not at where you're supposed to be at, and you would have been there had you not been retracting by these connections. You understand me? So cut it out. Speak positive about yourself, all right? You exactly where you're supposed to be at. You hear me? So as far as financially, it's coming. Cut that out. So you mean to tell me that you just bummy ass energy because you ain't got no funds? No. You a billionaire in the making. You got wealth within you. Anything you touch comes out for you. There's certain circumstances that you was in that other people didn't survive. Your ass used to get beat up. Used to almost lost your life. There's certain people that didn't get out of that abusive relationship, but you did. So you know that your future got something positive pertaining to it. Your mind's the manifesto. What you thinking about? What you entertaining, chosen ones. So cut that out, all right? Make sure that you speaking life into you. Make sure that you're not limiting you. Make sure that you're not allowing these demons to get to you nor persuade you to speak no spells on you. You exactly are where you're supposed to be. Now, what can you do to change your circumstances in a sense? So you're waiting for the opportunity. So this is like you waiting for that ride. Are you dressed? Is your bags packed? Are you paying attention? So that love that's coming in, are you paying attention? Are you going to know when they come through? Are you looking up? Are you walking with your head down so you can't even make eye contact with your true boo? Are you? Put your head up so that you can catch that pass as it's arriving, right? Now, chosen ones, you talking about that you want this job opportunity. Okay, cool. Have you started to apply to certain jobs? Have you learned what your purpose is? What makes you happy? Don't be out here settling. You thinking that job that didn't call you back, that job was ruled out the whole time. Nah, you getting in position for certain things that's coming in. See, what if you was going to settle for that job, and if you would accept that job, you wouldn't apply to that next one that was the true divine job. So things are in divine alignment. You apply, you allow God to do the rest. It's not for you to be stressing. What's for you is going to get presented, right? Not only that, chosen ones, pertaining to the car. What can you do up until that new car comes through for you? What can you do? Okay, you can walk, all right? Can you find closer resources to you pertaining to where you can get to? Or, chosen ones, the people that you have around you. Do you have, you have a coworker who lives around you that you trust, and they could be limited. They could have a whip, but they may not have no gas. So now you get to align with a tribe that, it's beneficial for both of you. They're appreciative that you're riding with them so that you can allow them to have gas to get to where they're going to. You're appreciative of them because, yes, you had gas money, but you ain't have no whip to get to where you're going to. So God's aligning you with people who are going to be a perfect match, all right? That yin and yang energy. All right. So don't think about this person that's coming in is here to save you. No. How much pressure is that? So you talking about you never had love before, then that's bad for you because that means that you didn't even love you. So if you say that you never had love before, that means that you haven't loved you. Because if you did love you, then you would never say that you never had love before, or say that you're not loved. Okay, then you don't got no faith. Because you know that God loves you, because certain things that you were limited, things that you shouldn't even, that seem like the impossible for you to get through them, you survived them. Now you thrive and things is happening, right? Okay, cool. So therefore you can't say nobody ever didn't love you, because that's not true, right? So there's some of you that expect the person to come in. You want them to give love to you, and that you want them to build up your confidence. You want them to build up your wallet. It's like, damn, what you gonna do? It sounds like you gonna turn into that karmic person who used to do those things for you. When you had the finances, you was buying everything for them. When you sit there and had the love, you was giving all the love, they wasn't reciprocating. So you are not to repeat this cycle. You hear me? You are not going to become the people that did these things to you. So what this means, chosen ones, again, you're not going to play a karmic role to people that God is aligning with you. You do not match energy. You maintain yours. You understand me? So that means you be loving. The person that comes in, you're not to doubt it unless God tells you intuitively that this person is not who they are portraying to be. Okay, then that's a red flag. Get their ass up out of there then. But if this person is co-signed from the divine, they showing love towards you, they giving love towards you, they embracing you, they checking on you, they considerate of you, they speaking life into you, they there for you. This is somebody, then chosen ones. Why would you persuade yourself that you didn't earn it when you've been praying to God for things to present themselves? Don't self-sabotage you. Thank you, beautiful. Don't self-sabotage yourself. You hear me? Thinking that what's getting presented to you wasn't for you, because isn't that where the past people messed up about you? They didn't believe that the love that you was given was real, so they ran away from it. They didn't believe that you was really going to be faithful to them, so they was out here cheating. They didn't believe, one second, let me make sure I get this little verification. You know how that goes. But they didn't believe the things that you were given were sincere, right? So, chosen ones, don't be that person, okay? Don't be that karmic. Those people who were fucked up, had demons, and they wanted you to come in and clear them all out. Don't you be that person. So that means you need to have your confidence up. It's not for them to just speak life into you. Yes, they're going to compliment you, but you got to feel positive about you, even if this person ain't constantly saying it to you. You are not their job. You are their reward, just like they're the reward for you too. So do not put no unnecessary work or pressure on this person that's coming towards you. So as far as finances, chosen ones, yes, the person that you come in, both of y'all gonna get blessed. This is almost like y'all getting married, and you know how the guests that come to certain marriages, they throw all the money out for you. That's how God's gonna do. You align with your true divine person, guess what? That money's gonna come through. He wants you to have the right people around you so that you build with the right people. You give the right people the opportunity, not these karmics. You hear me? So things are aligning, chosen ones. Not everything is what it appears to be. Know that trust your intuition. See small signs and synchronicities. But if you need assistance, I got you. The link's in my bio, all right? So I do have some more coaching sessions, 30 minutes. I'll tell you about your past, your present, your future too. I'll tell you about cycles you connected to, who's trying to attach to you, who's trying to project upon your energy, certain people that's coming towards you, opportunity. I got you, all right? I'm here to serve as a confirmation for you. So I'm going to present this information to you. Now, of course, you'll have room to ask questions if you want, elaboration, so on and so forth. If you do not have time for us to speak on the phone, I have recorded readings too, where I'll record your personalized message for you so that you can go back and reference chosen ones, because some of the things I tell you is in preparation for things that are about to appear. And you have the opportunity to change the outcome. So if it's negative that's coming in your direction, I can tell you about it as God tells me to relay. And that's how you can change certain dynamics. You understand? So some things, just by you becoming aware, you can change certain things, all right? So just know that. But I love you so much. I believe in you. You're not going to self-sabotage. You're not going to let these people negatively impact you. You're going to believe in you. You're going to know that people are about to align for you. You are not out here to sell yourself or try to persuade people. No. You be you, so the true people that align with you are going to align with you. You ain't got to be nothing different. You don't out here trying to follow trends. You the trendsetter. You're not out here trying to persuade people that you're their people, because if they can't see it, then that means that they not. You understand me? So know that everything's aligning for you. I believe in you. I know everything is happening for a reason. Stay optimistic, all right? Don't let these demons get to you. Don't have you speaking defeat on you. You got this, baby, all right? I love y'all. I'm going to post this on YouTube shortly. All I ask you to do, come through, like, share, subscribe. Also, chosen ones, I will say this. You know my Earth Days on Wednesday, right? I want to thank everybody who's been sending cash apps. That's been so unexpected. Like, thank you. People who's been sending cash apps like enjoy your Earth Day. People who've been sending messages saying enjoy your day. Speaking love light. I'm sending that back to you. I appreciate you. All right. Now I do plan to be on live on Wednesday just to check in with y'all, relay certain messages to you. But I will say this, if for some reason I choose not to, I appreciate you, all right? I love y'all, okay? So thank you, babies. Thank you so much. Happy Earth Day to all the Sages as well. I'll definitely say that I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you, okay? I believe in you. I got so many exciting things alive for us chosen ones. So for this last little part of the year, lay back, relax, because it's about to go full throttle in 2025. I promise you, all right? You got this. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me, okay? Be great, babies.